a while, shorty. I've been digging your walk, checking your swag, baby. I know I'm coming off a little too strong. Baby, don't go, hold on to me, we're free to leave. Do what we wanna do, and know that it's up to you. My mind is for you, if you would give yours too. I'd take the backseat and let you lead the way. And this would happen today, baby. I need you in my life so you can.
Today I'm meeting up with Bryson because he wants to talk about the Sony Deal or whatnot had happened way back when, however, when it occurred. But I'm all ears, Bryson.
Well, today I decided that I wanted to meet up with Karma because after learning that news, I felt like she shared some intimate information about some things that went wrong with her way of getting success and her way that she thought that she was going to get her way out of her situation, that I felt like she could relate to me on the terms of that I just found out this bombshell about the news about why my music was not being published or was not being pushed the way that I was told. So I felt like it was the perfect time for me to talk to Karma so that I can kind of give her the news. I'm not really sure if I'm comfortable with anybody else because, I just don't connect with those hoes. But at the end of the day, Karma seems like somebody I can trust and somebody that I can tell some private information to and she'll hold on to it.
I'm not in a good headspace and I'm actually very upset. And my usual resolution is to just party the night away and shop or do something like that nature. So, but before I get into that, how are you? What's going on with you?
Good.
You look good.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you.
I wanted to give her information to let her know that I relate to her and try to let her know that, you are going through things and I went through something very similar to what you do, and this may be a reason how we can connect more versus how I'm doing with other people because it was such a struggle.
Long story short, but long. Okay, so I get to the point where I get frustrated. I don't hear anything. So I go to the label and I'm like, what's going on? I've trusted y'all to do this mixtape that y'all was supposed to do or this collaborative thing y'all supposed to do. How can I promote this? Like, and they was like, well, don't promote it yet. We're trying to figure things. Ooh, that scared the hell out of me. We're trying to promote everything, try to get everything fixed. So then they had to, finally, after months, 6 months at least, they called me and emailed me and told me they had to take the whole album down. And they had to re-upload it.
How many songs the album had? I'm just trying.
It had like 13 and 14. Okay. And it was all LGBT artists.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all LGBT artists. And of course, the doll was the one on there, okay? But we had to take it down. I invested money in lyric videos. Thank God I didn't start a campaign, because if I would have started a campaign for the album or to promote my songs, all that money that I was expecting to get back on the revenue that I'm spending to get my song promoted on these different platforms would have gone to the album and would have been the credit for everybody else's album, everybody else's song, except for my material. Mm-hmm. So there was no individuality on it. So I would have to spend money for everybody on the album instead of just for my particular song. That was where the problem was coming in. So they ended up taking it down and said they're going to figure it out. So then I get a call not too recently, that told the label, the young lady that was on the label, she ended up calling me and telling me that she wanted to meet and tell me about what's going on with the status, because I've been emailing her trying to figure out what's been going on with everything and how is, I still want to rock with you because I believed in her. She ends up telling, oh my God, girl.
It's the
bitch. I want to jump in the sea. I'm gonna be Little Mermaid. I'm gonna be the black gay Little Mermaid up in this bitch. Calm myself down right now. Okay.
Hold up.
Dip. Okay, bitch. So
get it out. Get it out.
Hold on.
Friend. God damn.
I have my elixir in here, child. Where is my? This is where, if it's my blunt, I would have had it.
Hold up. We can't talk negative shit about him, but you know what? We ought to start some
Hold on.
Damn bullshit. We ought to start a ruckus.
Girl,
right?
no, you don't understand.
They don't fuck with the wrong motherfuckers.
Hold on. I need my Harry Potter potion to help me with this one because if I don't flip out.
At this time, I still feel like I'm talking to Karma about this situation, but I still kind of feel like one, I'm embarrassed. Two, a lot of things that I was told doesn't seem to like match up, and I feel like I need to get more information. I need to have more context, and I didn't really want to tell her too much because I already know that she kind of was talking to some of the other people that were, so I didn't know if she was going to try to embarrass me or if she was really on my side or because I'm trying to get to know her. And I felt like I was still trying to put the pieces together to get the real results because what I heard doesn't seem like what I was given, and I feel like I need to get some more research. I need to find some more information before I just go AWOL.
Do you feel like he weaponized his Sony Deal?
He does use it as a weapon, and to be honest with you, you can't shoot nor stab when you say that because, like, people are not. Well, it's not gonna hurt me when you say that. It's
not you. I don't think he ever said it to you. I'm saying to the other people.
Yeah, no, it's not because hell, we already feel like we already there.
Right.
So no.
Oh my.
So you know I've been going around telling everybody the Sony Deal, you know, bitch, you ain't nobody. I got a contract, and I did. I signed the contract. Everything was cool. She ends up telling me that she don't know what happened, and the person, when she was not getting answers as to try to fix the situation, she had to go around the man that's supposed to be with Sony to go get the album pulled down. When she finally got to somebody at Sony to tell them about what's happening, she says, "Who? What do you mean? What do you mean who?" So now she has to go around all these people, and then she gets the tea that this person had no association with Sony. They basically were helping the person wash their hands in the bathroom at the Sony label versus fucking actually having some type of deal. But you know, this is what you were doing. Mm-hmm. You were selling it to her. So now she's figuring out all this stuff, and she's like, "Oh my God, you can't do anything for us. You basically are just trying to use this album as a way to be a credit under your thing that you have done, and use this once we blow it up, then you can go back and say that you've done it. And even though you may have ties to Sony, the contract is not with Sony." I gagged. I felt gooped because this is what she told me. She told me that it was a Sony. Now mind you, let's get back to the tea. The tea is we did release party. Sony executives were there.
It's good information that he's given to us so we can be aware of what's going on, and I think they should give him much, credit for that.
Mm-hmm. Much more respect.
Trying to rub it in our face that he was signed multiple times, it's not gonna get you any motherfucking where. Whoop-de motherfucking do. What you want, a cookie?
I said a lot. You ain't said shit.
You know what?
Girl, you just
because bitch, you didn't want me to talk. That's my
I didn't want you to talk. I said come over here.
I was listening. I understand because I was.
I put my Harry Potter elixir.
I'm also learning too now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you for saying you're learning. I want it to be a
I
learning
am learning.
Let the other girls tell it. They know already, but they didn't know who BMI was. They didn't know about split sheets.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them knew what BMI was.
No, they didn't. You was at the meeting.
Yeah, Ty didn't. He said it right. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I knew that, honey. I was doing my research when I was little.
Yeah. And their managers are Ray Ray and Shakisha from the block, and their cousin Shakisha with the big arms. And she ain't got nothing else to do with Google stuff. That's their manager. But it is what it is. I'm trying to get at my shady ways because I have no reason to shade nobody because I'm going through an egg yolk phase right now. So I'm going to try to be nice to these hoes. And that's going to last for about... It's gone. Stop.
It's doobie, do. Put you in the tropics, I bet you like to tan. Counting all this money, it's gonna be a man. Looking this good, it should be a sin. Oh, nobody told you that DuBlaVaeè for win. I'm winning every single day of my life. Haters better watch their mouth, they tryna find out what's the hype. Kids won't let me live my life, but I'ma just keep living right. And little do they know I keep my 10 toes in the sand. So unbothered, no pretend. Shower you with loving rain. Oh, you make me wanna say, I'll put you on an island. Like 5 and D&D, got your phone on silent. We'll be wildin' hot like an iron. Snake face on when you be whining. And keep whining and keep grinding it. Make him wanna delete grinder when he diving in this island. ASAP, no Rocky, I've been kinda cocky. Ain't talking positions when no one can top me. You can search the whole world, even Kawasaki. Boy, don't go nowhere, just come feel on my body. I've done it, I'll do it, you know that I'll get it. You say cut them off, then you know I'm a dead.
So, you know, today my bro Rebel, you know, he had been talking to me, you know, on our side conversations about he wouldn't mind doing an EP for the whole show, you know, and I was just like, you know what, that'd be a good idea. It actually show the platform, different artists and their own vibe and their own elements, give everybody a different name for themselves other than the one they got, because it's not doing much. But, you know, it will help us all out to see, like, yo, we all are talented individuals, and let's put something together as one. I mean, of course, not all on one song, because it would have been a disaster. But individual songs, or even just collaborating with each, you know, each castmate would have been dope.
Thank you guys for coming here. I know that, you know, it's a Saturday afternoon, and you guys could be anywhere in the world, but you guys chose to be here, so I appreciate that. I know the last time we got together, it was kind of surface level as far as how we wanted this project to work. I have given it, you know, a little bit more thought in regards of how I actually want to do, just because this is going to be my first project outside of my own that I'll be producing. I still want to, of course, keep it as a full open forum, just because I respect all you guys as artists. You guys all have music out. You know what I'm saying? You all have created music, so you know what the rigmarole and the stress and the situation is with putting out music. So I do respect you guys' opinion when it comes to anything, you know, with the project. Just to wind back down the Rebel, I will, at the end of the day, however, have full control over what actually gets out. That is just, that's just, of course, bottom line.
I won't take it away from him. I do say sometimes that, you know, he's a piece of shit, and, you know, which is true. I'm only giving scientific facts, but just the fact that he's a piece of shit and he ain't nothing and he's worthless. But I also felt like he does make music, but at the same time, is he somebody that you would want to be that's controlling portion of the money that the little that you are getting from your streams?
But starting September 1st, we will be going into full production mode for the EP. Well, I'm honestly not even calling it an EP at this point. I'm calling it a project, just because essentially, yes, it can start off as an EP, but I don't want to limit anybody to, you know, just, you know what I'm saying? That I want everybody to give full energy like it's for an album type of shit, a greatest hits album, because that's essentially what it's supposed to give. So like I said, September 1st we're going full production mode. So every 10 days I'll be doing like check-ins just with everybody, just as far as, you know, if they need any writing help, if they have any questions about anything, if they have, you know, anything they want anybody to listen to and stuff like that. I will also be, like I said, creating a shared folder where we can upload all of everything that, you know, pertains to the project, as far as, like, you know, notes, if anybody has any lyrics, if anybody has any, you know, music they want anybody to listen to, so everybody have access to that.
Why do you think Bryson was so quiet in that meeting?
He just wanted to see how things was going to unfold.
I stay quiet on purpose to gather information and tell Call of Duty, if you know, you know. Rebel does make a few bops. I don't know what they are. Maybe I don't know what, you know, whatever. You know, maybe he's, you know, gone to a couple awards that a minute part of the population may pay attention to. But at the same time, I haven't seen him blow himself up, so how are you going to manage 5 or 6 other artists on the album to make them blow up if you're not just focused on your career.
Anybody have any questions, suggestions?
So is the track, the features are still the same, the matchups?
So like I said, the feature suggestions were just suggestions of what I felt would, for one, be a good sound, and then two, with the situations and things of the season and our interactions, I feel like this is something that people want to hear. So like I said, they are, suggestions. However, I'm open to other suggestions, but at the end of the day, it just has to sound right. It just has to sound right. It just has to be of quality. It just has to, fit up and match up to everything else that we'll have on there. So it's not anything you have to stick on.
911, what's your emergency? I have Bryson here. He's very quiet. That's not like Bryson. If Bryson not talking, then he probably was going through something, honestly. Or he just probably had a lot on his mind. And I'm pretty sure he barely got brain cells to even fucking operate anywhere. All the fucking drinking he does. I mean, he killed them all. So probably was just recovering from the night before or just that morning. I mean, who knows with Bryson? But for Bryson to be quiet, that was. I was kind of scared. I kept looking at my side eye like, is this bitch okay? Like, what's going on? I don't know what the fuck Bryson has on his mind. He do a lot unexpected things. That's one thing we can't say about that bitch. Bitch is unexpected, unpredictable.
Bryson, anything, and then we'll wind back to you. We'll let that be.
We'll have several things to ask.
Oh boy, let me get up my phone.
So, this compilation album, how is it going to be listed out as far as how's the revenue? I wanted to know how that goes. How is the revenue going to be split? And how is it going to be tracked?
So of course everybody will get their percentage on as far as the tracks and everything that they provided. As far as the logistics, as far as you're concerned, that is probably gonna come more towards the end, at the point to where we actually have something that we all feel comfortable to put out. I understand that and people may feel like this is their time as far as them going to the studio and recording and writing and all that stuff, and that's why this is. I'm not forcing you to be a part of it. I'm saying this is all very voluntary as far as what I want to actually do. But I felt that as a group, at the end of the day, like I said, we could have all these moments, within the thing, but at the end of the day, I do want people to have something to look back and be like, oh, these are legit artists. Right. So the business side, of course, I'm like I said, I'm a very professional, artist, and anybody I work with, despite any type of personal issues, business is separate.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that all, of course, will be addressed. I'm also under new management now.
I wouldn't say I was excited about the EP. I just wanted to see, like, okay, at this point, this is the third person that's trying to do some shit with the group, music-wise. And we all talk about each other's music, so it's just like, Rebel, do you really, truly want an EP for this show with everybody in the group? Or is this something to have under your belt to say, yo, I produce an EP? Because me personally, Rebel, me and you both know, we would not even do probably half a fucking song with these bitches. Come on.
Just going in general, because what I notice what can happen is that if you're putting it up because it's different between just being EP and then it's like a project and then you releasing it as because I noticed one thing you said is you have the final say and you're the producer of the project versus you being the EP of the project. So that's where it comes down to when we're listing our tracks and we're going through these different channels, that means that our songs, I just went through this. So you would have to be under whoever the producer's name is, and then our song will be a feature. Meaning, if it were to say,
so it's not going to be a DJ Khaled feature in the situation.
But that's the way it would be if you're listed as the producer.
So, and like I said, for all that, that will all be dealt with as far as the business side towards once we actually get the project actually finished. And once we all feel comfortable as far as, putting it out. So if the wording of me saying producer is an issue, we can, like I said,
but that's what I'm trying to say, like the umbrella of it all is it's
so
a collective project because there's still.
So the entire project However, just to say, it will be under written by Rebel Productions / Real Life Reality.
Do you know the status of the EP? What happened to the EP?
You know what? I didn't hear nothing else about it. Normally, Rebel probably shoot me a random text about, music wise, and it's been music wise, but it wasn't nothing about the EP.
Gotcha. So basically, the EP ain't coming to life.
It's dead. Probably much so dead.
I personally would probably would be submitting work later on because I would like to sit down with your management and talk about business acumen of how things are going to work out, and also the contract that y'all have in place. So that before I send money and everything of that nature, I'm just not comfortable going into a situation and then I'm spending money on the record because I know that you spend money high quality what you do, and then I'm sure that when we're me and the entire involved, we're going to spend money and different things of that nature. So I just want to make sure that I'm comfortable with the business acumen as far as how things are broken down and how things are going to be. I can still definitely, and once I feel like comfortable, obviously since you're saying it's going to be in January, I thought you were going to say something like I feel like you would have done it a month or something. But since it's going to be more towards that time, then I definitely would like to. Once you have that all closer worked out, then I definitely would like to be a part of the project, but I just want to see those things, those terms, so I'll be able to make that decision that you'll know way in advance,
That's no problem. No problem with that whatsoever.
Okay. I'm excited about that. No issues.
I got a habit, goddamn. I got a habit, goddamn. I got a habit, goddamn. I got a habit. I got a habit. Of fucking these hoes, minds and souls. I got a habit of keeping my phone. It's Lodi Bmore. Okay, I'm the one that's dripping with the sauce. You wanna be real, but that shit flawed. I'm the one that's shagging in your area. I be bucking first to see who's scarier. Now everybody wanna be me. They wanna be me now. Now everybody wanna meet me. They wanna meet me now. Now everybody wanna feature. But can't nobody touch me like they eat. I'm saucy out the gate, dripping off the plate. I be shaking hands while you be shaking weights. I can see your fake. Tell you what's at stake. I can look right at your daddy, see your face. Better know that I'm the one that's dripping with the sauce.
Today it is time to put our money where our mouths are and go to the studio and record. I'm excited. Everyone's going to be there, so we're all getting to see each other in the element, in the act of actually recording a song. So, oh, yay.
Hello.
Hey, what up?
And you got Courtney Rain too.
The rain was wet as fuck.
I got my color. That's for me today too. So we still waiting on Rebel and Bo.
Well, can we get started?
Oh yeah, we sure can because the song that we doing first anyways.
Yeah.
You feel me? Pretty much.
And I think y'all three are the only ones on this one, right?
Yeah. Us three is on here. I still need to write my verse though. Mine's not finished.
Who do you know going first or?
So, actually, me and Karma, we gonna go first so we can put the hook down.
Okay. I was just here for vocal support as a vocalist.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's all.
What's up.
That's why I was just like, oh, that's what I was asking about the template.
You also asked Bryson to be your to help you vocally.
No.
So why did Bryson say that though?
No, that's what Bryson said. I don't need anybody to. If they feel like I need to vocalize this and that, that's their opinion. I already feel like I'm there. Could I polish things up? Probably, yeah. Probably, however the case is, but I feel like I'm already there, baby. It doesn't help. It doesn't hurt for people to say, I think you should put more runs, this, that, go higher, go low, da-da-da-da. I can take that. But when you're being a slick hater, I don't digest any of that.
You don't take that well. So to be clear, you didn't ask him to go in the studio with you?
No.
Okay.
No.
But I'm saying that's what he told them that you because that's what him and Rebel got in an argument about.
Let's put that clear. I never asked a bitch to teach me how to hum in him, honey. Nothing.
Okay, I didn't know he said it. I'm just so you cleared that up. Let's move on.
What I look like?
I just thought you might want his assistant,
a vocal coach.
Yeah, vocal coach. That's what
you know. If I want a vocal coach, honey, I can listen to all the greatest motherfucking singers, and honey, and
I got you,
baby. You know?
Okay.
No, it's not giving that. I call Bryson. Bryson is very talented, yeah. Don't get me motherfucking wrong, but baby, I don't know.
No,
come on.
I'm excited. I'm excited y'all get to see what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm actually really excited I get to see like everybody like do what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of
outside of pulling each other's hair out.
Yeah, exactly. We actually have a
bitch.
But I mean,
noticed that everybody wasn't there, but you know, I'm not gonna worry about it at the same time. I mean, y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. This core 5 thing, I would like to call us the real heartbeats. You feel me? We can do that. But you know, we all got 5 different personalities, 5 different mature standings on what we about to do. You know, some people might veer off a little bit, but I mean, we all focus on the same thing. You feel me? We trying to get and go. You feel me? But
now, this is just me. Now, we went there because we were having some questions about this EP that he's supposed to be.
That's what I thought everything was going to be about.
Right. The energy quietly, shifted for me once I started asking questions, of course, because they were a little bit more in depth. Because Ms. Karma said she didn't really have anything because she wanted to get everybody in the room because some people also felt that there were some things that were being said because certain people were in the room. So Karma said that she wanted to express her feelings, so as far as regarding the EP or people that she's collaborating with specifically about the way that she felt, which I can respect, and in my business because I don't know anything about those songs. But what made me do it like this was because I've had 3 record deals and all of them did not work out anyway, including the Sony one I just had. Okay, well, I had the final say, and I was like, ooh, okay, that was tick number 1, and then red flag. And not only that, he said that he had the final say, he wasn't providing any production. So what you mean, you want me to spend my money on all these beats and all these songs, on these recording all these different things, and then I have to wait for you to pick which one it's going to be? That just doesn't work for me.
I'm paying for this thing. What?
Yeah, that was tick number 2. The other thing was is that
that was tick number 2. I was confused.
So I missed the meeting with Rebel earlier, but what Bryson filled me in on. If Bryson was saying it was basically given. Rebel don't know what he's talking about. He has ideas, but he doesn't connect them to his brain vibes. And it was like, oh shit. Because I thought what Rebel was doing was kind-hearted, but Bryson's saying there's no point in doing it if there's the specifics aren't talked about.
Let's just say if I put $1,000 into my marketing, I don't know if the other person is doing that. And if we're on the same album, that means that my marketing dollars are contributing towards your success and not towards mine. I never know. They may like your song better than they like mine. And I just wasted my money. But I mean, that's rare. I mean, I don't think that anybody in the name of Jesus, Lord and Savior, or whatever, think that his music sounds better than mine. But if they do, there are devil worshippers and Satan worshippers as well. There are all different kinds of religions. But at the same time, I just didn't want to put all this money and this work and this effort and this marketing and all my skills that I have to put myself on album because I did that already with another collaborator and it's not working out well. The other thing was I asked him about how are things going to be broken down as far as you're saying that you're a producer, but then I thought you were an EP because a producer and an EP is totally different. So if you're going to be releasing this under producer and then I found that it's going to be under his production company / this, okay? So in that regard, on the business sense, that means that you are going to have to list it under your project as a producer and that our songs will then be lit, which he doesn't understand yet.
So what did he have? Like, what was the meeting for?
Well, the meeting was to basically tell me that he's under new management, and when the management, he wants us to get the project, and towards the end, when it's about to release, that's when he wants to do the business of it.
Oh.
It's an O for me.
Right. Y'all ready to get in the studio because the time is ticking?
Yes, let's go. I was just giving y'all that tidbit. I'm not trying to sabotage nothing, but I just don't want to put y'all in a situation where the track was doing a compilation album. I felt like that was the worst thing that we could do because we kind of had to rely on each other's back to kind of help promote the album. So if they had followers, they were supposed to post me, and I was supposed to post them, and but we still weren't having any campaign money that was coming because at the time we didn't know that they had shut us down. So we were kind of depending on each other, but we were all struggling. And at the same time, a Rebel is not on the level where he's on any billboard, that he's doing anything that will make me merit to want to sign to give you percentage of the creative work that I'm going to spend hours and hours and hours to make. I just didn't feel like that was worth it, and I didn't want anybody else to get wrapped up into that. So I felt it was my obligation to just let them know, and they could make their own decision as far as they want to do.
I was just listening. I was supposed to think of it. Oh, really? Yeah. So I didn't get that one time? No, you did fine. The way you did it, yeah. Just like that. So I guess you did one time, but that's what you were saying. All of that.
Okay, so don't repeat it twice.
I don't think so. Okay. Oh, you were saying the rapping ain't reverse. Yeah. How you know I'm supposed to be rapping too?
But if I do too much, you can cut out, right?
Yeah, you can do something. Oh, yeah, that's what you like? You fucking with that? I like that too. I like that too. Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Go with my heart and soul. Do you want a piece of the American pie? Do you want a piece of the American pie? Do you want a piece of the American pie? Come and get a slice. Do you want a piece of the American pie? Do you want a piece of the American pie? Do you want a piece of the American pie? Come and get a slice.
Shit, you think you the best? When I come through, I'm bringing press. I don't fold under pressure. Beat that ass, who's next, sir? This is chess, not checkers. You ain't signing my check, sir. Love them brown skin muscles.
Remember, silence is golden. Don't think after you're spoken. Gotta speak now, don't start choking. Straight to the point, don't start folding. I can be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Never know who's watching you. Gotta change your attitude. That pride just blocking you. Get around that obstacle. Show me what that action do.
Do you want a piece of the American pie? Do you want a piece of the American pie? Do you want a piece of the American pie? Come and get a slice. Do you want a piece of the American pie? Do you want a piece of the American pie? Do you want a piece of the American pie? Come and get a slice.
Season 3 is a roller coaster.
So if I'm gay, I'm going to hell. But if you lie in your life, you going straight to hell too. Don't let the devil use you.
The real truth was amazing.
I'm not gonna stop. Let me go.
No, I can take my when the Swisher gets walked in,
long time.
Everybody wanted a big splash. I don't know you, girl.
baby, it went down.
Great God Almighty's gonna cut you down.
First thing first, I'm the businessman. Ain't got time to be another nigga's businessman. Ain't time for the businessman. Talking that shit, get some businessman. Businessman, businessman. I'ma pull a fucking tie like a businessman. Businessman, businessman. I'ma pull a fucking tie, I'm the businessman.
Class is in session, so you better listen up, cause I'm only gonna say it once. I'm minding my business, one handle my business. Somehow niggas still want the business.
Karma and Bryson, I like what y'all did now.
Thank you.
I like it.
We still
I smack me in a little temple a little bit.
What did y'all do? Really?
I said,
a little bit. Make you
Wait, hold on.
Let me get a little slice. Let me get a little slice.
We still
hold on.
facts.
So Bryson got on the song?
Whatever you can do.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah,
Bryson,
already
did you speak
reserved.
to her management? Did you speak to her management to discuss revenue and
salty about it.
And did you discuss revenue and
Actually,
the business aspect about that? No, did you do all that?
Didn't I say that?
Did you do all that before you went ahead and went in the studio? Because I know that your time is very valuable. So I would never want you to go in someplace without negotiating the contract.
You so triggered. Now, also, if you really knew what the fuck you was doing, if you wouldn't be so bothered, if I'm coming in, what did I say? Vocal? Didn't I say vocal support? Did I not say vocal support? Or did I not say vocal producer?
I like it.
I did not change what word? When word? So why would I be listed as I'm a vocal producer on the record? See how fast you jump because you don't know what the fuck you talking about?
Is that what it was?
What they got to do with publishing or changing any aspect of the record? I'm not doing any of that. Yes, I am. Because you thought you ate that, baby, but you didn't. And you thought that you knew shit, which is the reason why you stumbled to ask me to talk to your management when I was asking you about how the contracts and the revenue and the splits is going to work. You did. You referred me to somebody else. That's a stumble in business, baby. Well, I felt like I needed to go off on Rebel because when he first came into the room, I said nothing to Rebel. I paid him complete dust. I'm talking about Whipper, Walmart, Family Dollar, extra accessories at the bottom, the scrub, the one that you try to get on with a coupon for $2 for $1. Like that kind of not paying you no attention. Like, no. And he just kept poking at me and I kept ignoring it. And Karma had mentioned that in the middle of it that I was helping them, and he was just like, well, you make sure you get those signs picked for Bryson. And I was like, no, you're trying to do an album with me. She's asking me to come and do a vocal production section, a session for her and help her make sure that she's giving the best vocals that she can. Usually that's a fee that's associated with, or I get a credit. But since I'm not going to do a credit, especially, since we're doing together, I just rather just get, just come in there and do it as a favor. That does not mean that I get any publishing rights. That means I didn't write anything. That means I'm coming in there and I'm just helping you, making sure your vocals sound right. But you were too busy on trying to make me look like I'm just being extra towards you, that you didn't know the business, which is the main reason why I would not do an album with you, I would not do a skip with you, a bus ride with you, or I would not order a Kroger, Instagram, or Uber Eats meal with you, bitch. You don't know what you do.
You referred me to somebody else, but you're the producer.
Listen, you refer me to your new management. Not your management. Okay. I don't know your management. Okay. So if you ask me to go into the studio, not doing no split sheets, not doing no songwriting, not doing any of that kind of shit, and then you ask me to go into the studio and spend some money, and then you trying to act like you eating it up, and you just gonna be on part of your project, you must be out your motherfucking mind if you think that's how you gonna do me.
But you agreed to it.
I agreed to it, but when I asked him about the business side, you tell me to refer to your manager, but when you were talking about this already, tell me about the split. I already told you how DistroKid, iTunes, and all the other platforms list it if you're going to be the producer. I said if you're going to be the executive producer, that's a different thing because it's going to be listed. It's going to be listed as whatever the fuck my name or my song is, featuring Bryson Bmoney under your production company as if you wrote it.
That's not what I said at all, but...
No, that's not what you said. I'm just educating you on how that goes. Yeah, very much so. And look it up.
I'm so glad you can educate me, because the thing is that...
No, but you sitting up here trying to eat it up. What you should have did was... What you should have done, exactly. 3 record deals. How many of you had on the major distribution?
So, as we sitting here, I'm guessing, as Rebel and Bryson go back and forth about Bryson telling the group that Rebel don't know what he was doing for our previous meetup earlier that day, and it was like, and my mind was just like, hold the fuck up, bitch, you agreed to do this shit too, so what are you saying? If he didn't know what he was doing, then Bryson, why won't you share your knowledge of music and pass it along to Rebel? So now since you're a part of this and that you agreed to doing this, pass the information along to Rebel so we can do it the right way then. Why the fuck would you go to the group behind Rebel's back and downplay the fact that, Rebel didn't know what he was doing and talking about when we met up earlier about the meetup, with the EP meetup. You was there.
I have no problem doing the song.
Did I get mad?
No, but if you're salty about it, because I didn't mention any of that.
Did I get mad or did I
mention any of that?
Did I just reference something?
I really thought it was beneficial.
No. What you said was...
No, but you know what? It don't gotta be beneficial.
Excuse me.
Because the biggest thing I'm trying to
excuse me. Did you have to talk to Lodi about it? No, obviously I'm here, but I'm not here to write anything. I'm only here to as vocal support and a vocal producer for Karma. That's it. I'm not changing no words. I'm not doing any of that shit. So it was something in your if you was really fucking with it.
Oh, I'm just asking. I was just asking. Do you have a management team or nothing?
I'm all of that.
So you're full independent. Okay, I just thought
full independent. I said I'm off.
No,
I did not say that.
Hold on.
No, but because I know where that came from, and that's the shit I be doing. And you think I be triggering because I know you be doing. No, that's the shit that you be doing. Because you be trying to throw undercut shade.
Everybody knows I'm gonna say some shit to you. I'm gonna say some shit.
She
need a drink. Nobody listen.
I'm not the only person that
I
feels it.
don't give a fuck who else.
Exactly. Because you don't. That's the illusion I'm talking about.
And that's the bitch ass shit I'm talking about. But that's the bitch ass shit I'm talking about. If you got something to say to me, say it to me. So instead of calling B Money, instead of calling B Money and talking about it, y'all know how to get in contact with Bo. Y'all know how to get in contact with Bo. So nobody got to run that contact. No, bitch. Nobody remember you for real unless you're drunk as fuck, bitch.
Exactly.
That's the only time we know your name.
And when I come in the comment section, it still runs it up. It still runs it up.
We know who the cup is.
We know where the cup is. We know where the
We know who the cup is, though. We don't know who Bryson is, though. We know who the cup is, though.
Exactly.
So this not the
you don't have anything else to say, honey.
No, bitch, I got anything for you. I didn't give anything for you because you're doing too much.
Let's do it.
You're doing too much.
1, 2, let's cut it. We got other things to talk about.
We need to flick the lights.
Without you, and he not even
all of this is coming from a show.
I felt like at that moment, Bo just was, because he was silent the whole time, but I felt like at that moment, he thought about Rebel and he thought about all the dishwater that he had to like push out, and he was just concentrating to try to make sure it doesn't come out on the couch like I did with my piss. I think that Bo I had no reason to talk to Bo. I had no beef with Bo. Bo did not talk to me about doing the album. He didn't talk to me. I don't understand why the reason why you just felt like your friend was getting red and he was getting and matter of fact, I know what happened, bitch. What happened was you realized that I was making sense. And when I started making sense, you didn't like it. You started itching your soul. And you started playing Beyonce, you can't break my soul, because you didn't want to feel like I was right, so you felt like you had to buck up and try to come at me. But it's okay. I get you, boo. It's okay. Itch. Earlier today was things that we both agreed. She expressed to me, I saw her point of view and we both agreed, and then when it comes to when she doesn't want to confront them, but I will say it. Yeah. So, and then she leaves me outside and she's just like,
I don't want to say cover, we go on a relationship here, but
yes, but I feel like everybody should know how everybody operates.
Yeah, but we get in a group and then you leave us.
No matter what, if you feel like that, these people are literally blatantly disrespecting you in your face when you're sitting there and allowing you.
Oh my God, this is
so.
They have discredited.
No, girl, I know.
Discredited your talent. They have discredited your talent. They have discredited your character.
I've said this so many fucking times.
So what I supposed to do? Go off and just bitch ass faggot. You don't respect me.
But do you believe that your music is this shit?
You damn skippy, I do.
Show me, because I don't see it.
Every bit.
I don't. You literally let them talk, like drag your music and your craft shit like through the dirt, and you say nothing. How am I supposed to believe that you believe that you're the shit if you
Karma? That's what I said. Don't act like this is new.
I'm not saying you
I
gotta get
this to you,
but like they literally just bashed you.
Okay, all right.
They're gonna do that.
But you don't express it, Karma. That's what I'm saying.
I don't have to let them believe
and that's how you feel that
I don't have to. I feel like everything that they have dished out to me wasn't for me to go at them.
Crazy about it.
And as people can see, I can go left real fast, and I knew people wasn't ready for that. I honestly knew people was not ready for me to go motherfucking left. Cause baby, if nobody holds me back, baby, and it just escalate, then what's gonna happen? But when it comes to me,
I know it's girl.
Okay, but when it comes to me, I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that.
Okay, so what we're gonna do at this point, if that's the way that you understand that it's confirmation coming from to this, but if that's not the way you're gonna receive it right now in this space, we're coming from a genuine place. We're both in agreement, and
bitch ain't gonna try me on here.
And that's fine.
Bitch ain't gonna try me on here. I swear to God, that's how I am.
Yeah, but they doing it.
Bitch better not try me in my face again.
They doing it. They do
multiple times.
And fuck them.
Yeah, but you don't act like
that.
And I'm not trying to wow you.
But you know what? I don't have to stoop on their level because I kind of feel like people want to stoop on their level.
You don't have to, but you don't. But you're
girl, but you're doing it with the wrong people.
Okay, whatever.
Just defend your
whatever.
Karma had kind of felt like there was some level of respect that wasn't given to her, like it was given to everybody else. And I think that any point of conversation that was pointed to her or pointed to anything, she was just going to try to feel like she needed to defend herself. And I think she went a little bit off on Chryssy, even though Chryssy, you know, has got some criticisms as well. But Chryssy has a good way of, you know, just trying to help you see on the outside lens as well, but also just trying to, you know, accepting the fact that she, you know, they may do stuff wrong as well. But I think that Karma just was in her defensive bag, and she just was tired of looking like the black sheep or the sheep in the bag, you know, that they got reserved in the freezer, you know, just in case they ain't got no extra veal.
It makes me feel like, bitch, I want to fight.
Girl, why?
Yes,
we're trying to tell
you. That's what it's giving. So stay the fuck up off me.
Girl, talk to them like that. We the people that telling you about what the fuck.
But at the same time,
like that.
You wanna? If one of us want to fight?
That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving.
If I wanted to fight, I would have said let's take it outside. That's how I am. I'm sitting here doing something that I really don't have to do. Right now, I let you know that you are literally allowing somebody to disrespect the fuck out of you over and over and over and over and over again. And you're okay with that?
No, I'm not fine with that. I'm not fine with that.
And I'm not saying you gotta give this. I'm not saying you gotta slam. I'm not saying you gotta do the most.
Every moment.
You don't have to.
Every moment. I don't have to spaz out.
You don't have to.
I don't have to spaz out.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You know, a lot of the shade that I hear, I sit and I listen to it and I said, you know what, they just don't know the half. They just don't know the half. I let them say what they say, they just don't understand what I've been through in my life. So all the shit that they say about me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. They can roast me the sun up, the sun down. I don't give no fuck. But when I'm tired of hearing the bullshit, I will address it. Get the fuck up off my nuts. Cause that's clearly what's between my legs. Get the fuck up off of them. Chryssy, I'm not going to rearrange anything. It was how it was brought. How I gave it to her was how it was supposed to be brought. I felt disrespected, and what I gave the bitches is what I gave, and I probably should have gave them more.
What I'm saying is, I'm not coming at you right now in no negative way.
I think we make a
if it wants to get negative, it can get negative, but I don't want it to. I'm coming to you, and like I said, I'm just building connection, and I'm just saying what I see.
What type of motherfucking connection is that, Miss Chryssy, girl? Because right now, all of it sounds like bullshit to me.
Well, then fuck it. That's simple. That's simple. It's that simple.
Girl, what was that? That was the coming down the aisle.
It's not a
Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside?
What are we going outside for? Because if we go outside, we're going outside and fight.
Right. So do you want to go?
Because I understand that.
Like I said, if
but we're not going to act like that in here.
If it wants to get negative, it can get negative, and we can take it out.
Okay. But to be honest with you, I can't. Don't ever call me
so
out on nothing. Because I'm not the bitch you go out there.
I'm not rebel. I'm not nobody here.
Okay.
Simmer that shit down.
I feel like you're trying me, Chryssy.
No.
I feel like you're trying me.
I am.
And what? Why are you trying me though?
If you feel like that, I am. If you feel like that, I am.
Chryssy, let's go.
If that's how you feel, then that's what I'm doing.
Let's Chryssy.
But why have to go outside?
Period. Don't come for me because I'm not
I never came for you.
I'm sitting here very pretty.
I never came for you. I've never came for you. I've never came for you, bitch.
Just a moment, girl. Just a moment.
No, trust and believe. You don't want this moment with me.
Okay, well, come on. Let's go outside. Let's talk about it,
You better swallow razor blades, bitch.
Girl,
honestly. You better.
What's mad crazy is the one person that you're finally getting bucked with is really the last person you should be getting bucked with. That's why I'm not paying you no mind. You literally, the person, the people you should be getting bucked with, you sat there and took it.
You know best right now.
You know best. The bitches that you got
you know best. You know best. Hey, you know best. Bitch, try it. Try it.
That's how I know it's nothing.
I will beat your ass. Yes, I will.
What we doing?
Cause just like I said, if I have to go outside, you will have a well-whooped ass. I've been nice enough. Bitch, I look like this. I honestly look like this, bitch. I will beat you. Everything is built up. Comprehend this. Everything I'm listening, and even voices are going in my head. Voices saying, choke that hoe. Don't choke that hoe. Get that hoe. Let her make it. I don't know which one to listen to at this moment of time. I'm being honest. So when she brought it to me like that, I was like, oh, I got two devils on my hand. Which one am I gonna get? Her or Rep?
Do we need a bell?
I will.
Do we need a bell?
Girl, Miss Thing.
What happened though? Oh, you know what? We was all in the same
To be honest with you, if I was the win out there, bitch, it would have been no talking.
Hold on, Carmen, what the fuck?
And I don't like to get like that. Cause I would have beaten this thing ass all in here and disrespect this whole studio set.
I'm glad you didn't.
But I didn't come here for that. I came here to do what I needed to do.
What the
But I
fuck?
kind of felt like it was gonna be a bitch to try me.
What happened?
That bitch right there.
How did he try you?
That bitch.
Because
This
when I,
is where
you
it
know, I
stops
just
right
walked in
now.
here.
Everybody, all these jab marks, because just like I said, it feel like bitches want to fight. Bitches don't want to make music, they want to fight. Which one y'all want to do? Because I'm all about all of it. Honestly, I'm tired of the nitpicking. And the shit stops right now. With me, Karma, the black shit, just know that I'm not taking no shit. Anything that I hear about me, I'm dressing it. Because it seems like y'all want to fight. It does. And when I feel like my back is against the wall,
What
it's a
happened?
different story.
What happened?
Bitches saying people are trying to be in my face, and I'm not doing anything about it. Oh, Karma, what? What? Oh, Karma, what? I don't care. No! Leave me alone. Don't touch me. Nobody, I don't care. Rough it. This is real serious right now. If you don't know shit about it, don't say shit.
That's it.
For real. I don't give a fuck how you feel, bitch. I don't give a fuck. This is serious.
Wait, what?
No, bro, please.
And y'all think that I'm acting up. Like, what the fuck?
So we're not gonna
Get the... Man, this is where we really gonna have the problem. Like 101,000%.
Come on, Carmen. Let's go.
Really?
I don't want nobody to touch it. Let's give her that respect.
Okay.
Let's go over there.
That's right. I just want to take that away.
Chrissy was right. Bitches keep trying me on my face.
Come on, Carmen. Come on. Let's go in another room.
Yeah.
That's why I'm checking every bitch in their face.
Come on, Carmen.
I swear to God, I will mace and have some more other shit.
Oh, girl, no. So on that note,
This bitch. So I come out the booth after I have my drink because I needed something to drink, right? Okay? Let me get something to drink. So I come out and all hell is breaking loose. And Chrissy and Karma are going at it. And from what I understand, is Chrissy was kind of irritated because he didn't like the way Karma was being treated. So he talked to Karma and was like, you need to, kind of the same thing that me and Bryson did with her in New Orleans, but she did not receive it as well. So, yikes.
I was flabbergasted. I was just like, what? Where did this just come from? Like, it's just, damn you people. What's going on? Because I'm just like over here in the back where the studio at, and then you just hear the commotion. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? What is they fighting for? But I didn't know what the hell they would be fighting, but they ain't even seen each other in a minute. I was just like, okay.
Oh my god, so I was in the booth, chopping it with the producer and everything. I hear yeah, and I'm coming out like, oh my god, it's Chirssy and Karma going back and forth. Honestly, it was hilarious. Cause it's like, y'all not gonna do shit, so what we doing? But all I know is Karma told me, I will drag you, bitch. I will stomp you, bitch. And all this, and here go Chirssy talking about, you're not about that life. You're not about that life. What's up? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You're not about that life, son. That's how we do it in the North. You're not about that life.
Looking at all the films, it was like, come on, Carmen. Bitch, you should have checked these bitches straight from the motherfucking door, and that's what I wish I would have done. But I'm pretty sure these hoes know not to try me.
Do you feel like now, moving forward the group, that they gonna try you?
It'll be a bitch to try me. And baby, as long as you don't tell us to sign none of them motherfucking forms, we good to go. The behavior forms.
We can't be fighting people though, Carmen.
Them forms that's what, saving a lot of hoes.
But that's what growth look like. Growth
it
look
does.
Like. Even though I want to fight, I'm gonna be mature. I want to use my words and stuff.
I have never seen her get wild like this.
Oh, this
she literally just sat there on that couch while Bo and Rebel literally said all this shit about her.
Yeah.
She didn't say nothing.
And that's why I got mad at her.
Saying, bro, you need to stick up for yourself. And now you want to get rah-rah.
We told them they have no respect for you. You haven't established respect. But one thing about me, and this is why I was so excited tonight, you can't tell me I don't know how to work no fucking studio, because you could talk to the engineer, he already gave you a handshake, bro, you know what you fucking doing. Boop! I'll leak the address right now. But at the same time, these bitches is out here, I think that they initially came in here like, I don't need to be here. I don't want to be here. And I'm better than this. And this is a charity song that I'm doing, and my time is so important, and I hope that you get what you're supposed to do in the studio, because as soon as, now I understand that I might be the bitch that's going to exploit everything that the bitch don't know, and I'm working on that. I get it, I realize that's a little condescending, and I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on it for real, because I know that's a problem.
Where do you feel like you staying with that group? Like, are you cool with everybody coming out this experience tonight or what?
Me personally, I'm cool with everybody until you try me. It's like, no. But no, I don't really like the fact that niggas be trying to play me like I'm stupid because I be in a different setting. But I got time for that ass sometime. But just not right now. But it's all gravy. The night was successful, but please don't play with her.
Are you friends with some of these people? Do you feel like you coming out this season being friends with them? You're not friends with them? How are you?
Yes, it's a lot of them that I'm cool with.
So do you see yourself moving forward with this group in the future as far as like doing things, fun things, trips, recording music, hopefully?
Absolutely, yes.
Gotcha.
At the end of it all, I just know I don't fit in with the group. I'm not gonna carry this narrative like, oh, I think I'm better than the group. But at this point, they different, way different than the people I would even hang out every now and then. So I wouldn't dare hang out with anybody in the group. I stick with my rounds that I already got before the group that I had, and keep it at that. I don't want to be friends with these bitches. These bitches are already, they just too much, and they can keep that shit in the phone. I don't want no parts of it. And I feel like, the times I did show up for our events, I try to catch a vibe. If it's not cussing two drunk bitches out, I'm just the quiet one. So, hey, hopefully next time you'll see me around, I guess, to support one of their shows whenever they start performing.
So I feel like this group, where do we go from here? I think it's very much a group of individuals. We're all like doing our own thing. I mean, like, if somebody wants to collab, then we can collab, but I don't see people reaching out like that. So I think American Pie is going to be like my one few songs. I think Chirssy talked to me about working together. Bo talked to me about working together a long time ago. So we're going to see. I definitely want to make music with everybody, but we'll see how it goes and which girls want to talk to which girls about what music. I consider everybody, and I use the term loosely, but I consider everybody in this group a friend. I feel like I could go out with any one of them and I would have fun. They're all good people. I mean, we all have our bad attributes or something annoying or bad about us. But I think overall, everybody is cool and I think everybody's talented and I think we should all work together.
I feel like the group is a mess. I don't feel like we actually mess with each other. I think we're too focused on a lot of, well, I wouldn't say everybody, but I would say a lot of them are just too focused on trying to portray a certain image or just trying to, you know, make it seem as if there's something bigger than what they're not. And we're all working on this platform and we're all working to get to a certain place. And I'm also going to take responsibility of that I could have been a little bit more humble this, you know, in this season, but you know, at the same time, it's a difference between being like I'm better than y'all and you're nothing and all this other kind of stuff, and you know, and education. And I feel like we lacked in that, being congruent. And I think just because we all knew each other so much in different ways, and we were all trying to figure each other out, that it just didn't go. It just didn't work. I feel like we'll do future music together. It might take a while.
Never stop. Real